Hello, everybody. What is up? It has been a minute. Good morning. Paul, Shraddha, Bill, hello to you guys. Man, I have got some catching up to do on the market here. I'm back on my ES chart looking at a bunch of these old lines that I'm probably going to have to delete. Good morning to you, Shayak. All right. Looks like we had some interesting action here. I completely tuned out, so I didn't really even look at the market much. Looks like we had a big gap down. Market tried to go down on Friday, didn't quite finish on its low. So this bull trend continues. We got 18 seconds till the market is open this morning. Not a whole lot of action overnight. I'm gonna mark off this new all-time high that was made on Friday. See if the market goes and challenges that. Hey Neil, great to have you. Welcome back, Squid. Good to see you. Market is open, y'all. ES already has this uptrend played out. We'll see if there's a secondary channel that appears here. Not going to be holding my breath. Let's see what we got news-wise, too. I don't think this week's FOMC, right? I think it's next week. Yeah, it's next week. We have no econ news today, so we are pretty free and in the clear. Which probably means that it's going to be kind of rangy today. We shall see, eh? Currently below the moving average, but we'll see if the market can get something going. NQ's aiming for that high there. All right, let's go on the NQ here and mark out some of these levels too. Same work we did with ES. A lot of this stuff has been broken already. Oh yeah, look at that move up. Good morning, Hevaz. Good morning, Damien. Happy Monday. All right, we got another unbroken low right here. Another on Friday. Nasdaq's got some levels to the upside for sure. Cool. Okay. We're all cut up on that. Nasdaq looks like it probably wants to go test some of these areas up here. Perhaps a little secondary channel working. We'll play that for now. ES has a similar look. It definitely sloping up, but also very rangy. Ron, good to see you. The great outdoors was refreshing, man. Thanks for asking. Good to get away from screens and charts and all that. Weather was great. No mosquitoes. Yeah, it was a fantastic time. So this morning, guys, would appreciate you clicking that like button as we get back to it. Been away for a minute. Show your love, show your support. Nasdaq is relatively strong. It keeps wanting to go higher here. Yes, not quite joining the party just yet. But if ES goes up, it should really take a jump. ES trying for that new high. Did technically make it. Hasn't really taken off yet, though. This uptrend is not strong at all. Sellers may break this thing. All right, sellers are trying their hand at this thing. Let's watch the bottom of this channel. Let's see if this breaks. I'm already going to delete it. Because technically speaking, we had this move up. We had a break, and it didn't quite make a new high until... Wait, when did it make a new high? Maybe it did make it a bit ago. Yeah, around here. But either way, not a strong trend. Very range-like. Very possible for this to just crumble and turn into something new. So we're waiting for that possibility here. See if sellers got any juice this morning. We have this little move down and a break. Let's see if we get a new low. I could consider a second entry short here. If we get some resistance at the moving average. NQ's looking pretty bullish. It continues higher. All right, there's the beginnings of a rejection at the EMA. See if this actually develops. Not looking like it. Market is wanting to go higher. Good morning, Archer. Good to see you. Happy Monday. Secondary channel might be back in action. That is technically, I think, no, not a second entry long yet. If we come back and get one more nice bar at the EMA, I'll take a chance on the second entry. See what happens at the 21 here. See if we get a higher low. Could enter here with very little risk. See if this turns into a higher low bar. NQ is pushing up right now. Might get the ES to go along with it. Struggling at the EMA, another little rejection there. Buyers keep trying, but sellers have not gone away. Yet again, might be deleting this secondary channel. Structure's pretty hard to read this morning. It's just so range-like. Buyers trying again to push above that EMA. See if they can get it. Or at least let's see if it can hold. whole thing's looking like a range to me. And again, we have no econ news today, so a range is very likely. See if we can bust out of this range. This is kind of our chance here. NQ's still got an upwards bias, so tech is strong. That's a good sign for a possible rally. Good morning to all who are joining us. Happy Monday to you. We're chopping around. If we can come down here, get a nice signal bar, I could consider a long. Over on NQ, just a solid uptrend is developing. This thing refusing to drop down. Bulls continuing to push up the price. We'll just see if the ES can join it. Because tech bulls definitely want to move the price up. Again, looking for a possibility of a long if we can get down to this level and get a nice bullish bar. Man, the market's really being a drag. Tech wants to go up. It's in an uptrend. It keeps trying to push. And the S&P just sluggish, completely flat. EMA is sideways. Making a little push here. And in a range, that's what continues to happen is things start to look good and then it reverses back around. So until we truly break the high of this range, the low of this range, likely to have all of our moves faded. Like that little move up here. All of a sudden, it's looked pretty dang good, right? We had a little pop up, some green bars stacked. And immediate resistance by the sellers. Checking out Nasdaq. Again, this uptrend is quite established. So, yeah, we'll if we get a solid pullback to the EMA, we'll be looking to go long. Okay, here's the pullback on NQ. Watching it closely. Here's a yes. Also dropping down. for the time being at least. Here we go. All right, sellers, let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. Can we push down below this range? In Q right at that moving average. Again, if this holds, I'll be looking for that long. Kind of feels like the sellers are going to make an attempt to push things down here, but we'll see. It's looked that way before. Here's a nice bullish bar right on that support. I can't take it though because we are in this current downtrend. If this thing had already played out, like if we had to move down and it broke and now we were here, I'd be going long on this bar. But there's a potential that this downtrend continues, so not wise to take it. How we all doing out there in the wide world, guys? How was your week last week, by the way, too? I was out, most of you know. Took a little vacay. Enjoyed some time in the great outdoors. Looks like there was some fairly decent movement in the market. You guys all fare well? Stack some wins? Paul caught some green. Nice. Shayak is long on MNQ. Good to be long on there for sure. Nice uptrend on the Nasdaq. I would definitely be favoring the long side there. Okay, so now we have a much better chance of going long on ES because we had this move down. We had a break. If this comes down here and then makes another green bar, that's when I'm going to be getting long. See if we can get down there. May not even get a chance. Bulls pushing the market back up. Back to the midline of this range. Uptrend continues on Nasdaq. Range continues on ES. Neil, that's wise if you've taken a lot of time off to not jump right into trading. Take a week and get more familiar with the price action again. Shake off the rust. Do a lot of observation, a lot of notes. That's a good way to go about it. Take a couple base hits here and there. S&P pushing its way up. Let's go, Bulls. Let's go. Let's see what you got. I'm going to reload my chart too. Realize I haven't done that yet this morning. Make sure I got some fresh data. Right, reloaded my chart on ES. Struggling at the midline yet again, and this is a range, guys. It's confirmed. This is likely to continue. Despite the Nasdaq's best efforts to keep pushing this market up, ES is stubbornly staying right where it's at. And again, with no news on the horizon, most likely result for the day. We will be entering into kind of dead before the Fed mode. We do have a couple econ releases, PPI tomorrow morning, or sorry, Wednesday morning, CPI Thursday. And those certainly have the potential to move the market, but really it's going to be next week's FOMC that the market starts turning its head towards. Are we going to get the rate cut that we expect? Will it be more than we expect? Could we get 50 basis points instead of 25? Those are the questions that investors are going to be asking. And, you know, judging by the price action, looks like a cut is, well, and the odds, cut is expected, and it looks like investors believe that that is going to improve economic activity, as we've been in an uptrend for the last several months. Major bullish trend since April. If there's no rate cut, if there's a surprise there, that would be interesting. Market would not like that. Everything's kind of hinging on a rate cut happening and that improving economic activity. Ron asking, what do I recommend as far as how many contracts to safely trade on a 250K PA account? I would assume, Ron, that means you got one, so congrats. And I wish there was a nice, neat answer for you. But the truth is you have to know your stats. And here's the rule of thumb. Is that you want to be able to lose a lot and not risk the account. So I would say at least size so that you could take 10 normal size losses in a row and not be in danger of blowing the account. The more wiggle room you have, the better you're going to trade, the better it is on your mentality. Shayak, that's great advice. Just trade MNQ. You don't want a lot of leverage. You want to make sure that you guard that drawdown. So I know that's not a specific number, but yeah, I would lean towards trading MNQ as well. Maybe 5 contracts, I don't know. Or you can just send it like Archer. Says the guy who doesn't even trade prop firms. But yeah, keep it small. Keep it to where you don't care about losses. That's the goal, is you want to be able to lose and be like, oh well, no big deal. You don't ever want to be in a situation where you're like, I have to win this trade, otherwise my account's in jeopardy, that you're trading too much size at that point. So not a specific number, but that should get you there. That's the mentality you want. Nice, Archer. Trading take profit. I really like take profit Those daily payouts are money. It's the way to go. And they're really straightforward. I've never ever had a problem with payouts from take profit. If you know, the rules are very clear to follow. You can keep track on your dashboard. You'll know if you broke one or not. And payouts are seamless there. So highly recommend Take Profit Trader. Coming back to that range low. Again, I'll be considering that long here on ES if we can get back to that range. Here we go, sellers. Here we go. This turns into a really bullish bar. Actually, we didn't quite make a new low. I'll still consider it though. Same on NQ. This uptrend is still legit. We have 2 legs of correction down. If we can get a bullish bar here, I like taking the chance on that long. ES, not good enough bar for me. A little bit of a doji finish there, but definitely looking for long here. See if buyers can support this level. Breaking through the bottom of that range. Sellers are making an attempt here. See if there's follow through or if we're going to have a chance to catch the reversal. Yeah, I like that bar. I like that bar. See how it closes. We're going to give that a whirl. If it triggers. cancel this very quick if we get a new low. Almost got a new low, and we'll cancel this order. Bear bar, got to cancel. But maybe we can get a higher low. Also looking for that bar on NQ. Come on, NQ, give us a nice bullish bar. Let's go. This is the perfect place for a trade. We just got to be patient, though, and make sure we have all the confirmation we need. Don't want to jump into something too early. Okay, perfect. We made a new low. Let's see this bar reverse. But the sellers might be a little bit more powerful than expected if they keep pushing it down. See how this bar finishes. I'll take a chance on this. We'll keep it pretty tight, just looking for a scalp. ES is pushing up too, so it's good to have the same thing going on both markets. If this chops around here, though, I'll look to scratch out. Nice, there we go. Maybe. Maybe. Higher low is forming on ES. I might jump into that one as well.
Connection lost.
Oof, yikes. Connection lost right in the middle of a trade. Good timing, eh? Seeing if we can get back to that EMA here. All right. Pushing back down. I'm going to scratch out of this if it tags me. I don't want this to turn into a losing trade. No need to take a loss on this one. If this can push up, though, we'll ride it. Nice. There's a little green bar. Come on, baby. See some follow through. There we go. I'm going to be watching this EMA closely. I think we'll lock in a scalp here. Just a few points. Nice base hit. There we go. We will take it. There's no reason to try to push this too long. When you have this much selling pressure and not a super strong trend. So I'm content with the base hit. Could it keep going higher and higher? Yes, for sure. But not willing to take a loss on this trade for that potential. It's not the kind of day you want to push things. Shayak took profit too. All right. Great minds. Great minds think alike. Over on ES, steadily moving back up into the range. Can consider a double lower high, or sorry, a double higher low if we get it. We have one higher low. It doesn't look like we're going to get that second one. Strong push here. The bulls are bulling. Don't get too excited with this move up, guys. Remember that this has been a range structure, and this actually looks like a little overshoot of this channel, so it could get a steep correction here. But had a nice little trade on Nasdaq. I do expect that we'll get some more scalps. At least on ES, this is a very much a confirmed range. We know where support is. We got a great trade right there on the support. We know where resistance is. We may get a short there. So there should be some opportunities today. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I'm going to switch over to Discord. It's going to be a great week, guys. I'm glad to be back. Glad to be with all of you. Hope it's been a wonderful day. And yeah, trade safe. See you guys soon. Later.